chairperson, Madam Rosalind Kurama Amu, and then Kabuki Caesar from the GFA IT department. Welcome. Madam, I would want to ask, how has the FA Cup been like for the past few years that you've handled it as the chairperson?
Well, I think last year was great. Um, we had an all security service final, and you all know police versus army ladies. And in fact, it was the second time in the history of the FA Cup. The first one was the prisons versus police ladies in the second season of the competition. And I think that each year there's always an aura of excitement about it. And we all saw how it played out. Um, there was never a dull moment. Eventually, the Green Army ladies won.
Okay. This year's FA Cup, we've decided that over the years, we've always made it a point to look at proximity and also do the pairing on regional basis. Is there any changes, or are we still going by the same format?
No, we will still go by the formats. Basically for two reasons. The timing of the FA Cup competitions, and then also the distance, because we know that most of the clubs are students. And so usually when you want them to travel over long distance, especially even on weekends, it means that you are going to affect their school schedules on Monday or Tuesday. So at this moment, we are going to start from the round of 64. It is still going to be on the regional basis.
Okay, thank you. Still reminding everyone that this is the live draw for the 2024-2025 Women's FA Cup, and at the round of 64. Something small before we delve into the main draw. Just to remind our viewers and everybody that police ladies are the first holders. That was in 2016. They were our winners. And 2017, we had prisons ladies also coming to take charge. Then Hazakes has to come in 2021, and Pemdakoa went for the double in 2022 and 2023, before we have Army ladies, our current holders, who are making us proud with the trophy. They went to almost all their barracks with the trophy parade and everything, and it was an interesting sight to behold.
Winning it was a big deal for the camouflage ladies. I mean, they were just 4 years into the league, and 4 years they had been in the semifinals 3 times, and then on the third time they were lucky to be in the final. And I remember when we went on the trophy tour and we went to visit the chief of army staff, he said, well, if they won, they were going to show us how it is to win the FA Cup, because like every country, the FA Cup is as big a deal as the league. And if they're not able to get close to the league, at least they'll pride themselves with the FA Cup. They have already served notice that once the cup is with them, it will take a very long time for anybody to come and take it away from them. So we are seeing how, having going around, and it is also, for me, it is good for the competition, because what it does is that it is exposing the competition to the other people who in the past or hitherto had no idea how the Women's FA Cup played out. And so as they go around, people get to know. And once there is an FA Cup match or even any other women's football match within the vicinity, you are likely to attract people to go and watch it.
Yeah. Epiphany Warriors last season, even though they are a lower tier side, they shocked us. They were in the last four, and I think we have to give it out to them. They really did well. Madam C. Okay, so we'll start. We have the we'll start from Upper West. Upper West, and they are having 4 clubs. Upper West, they are having 4 clubs. Okay. So we'll do the pairing from Upper West. So we start. Why Royal Ladies? Wow, all stars, ladies. So just as we've been saying, we want to put a quick reminder across that we're doing this on regional basis and also for proximity sake. Now we move on to Upper East region, which they have just 3 clubs. Upper East, yes. Um, yes. No, they don't. When after drawing, if there is one more team left, we add it to the next region. We roll it over to the next region. Yes, please. Yeah. Okay. Volga All Stars. No, wait. Versus Volga Sharp Arrow. So just as we've been explaining, there will be a rollover. So we move on to the northern region who have 11 clubs. We add it to the last one standing in the Upper East region. Good. Okay. Dagban lady. Give me a second. FC Savannah. Okay, let's go. Yo, ladies. So let's go. Northern ladies. To Tingley Unity ladies. Kumbugu soccer ladies. Amfani ladies. Bagabaga ladies. Coming up against Nasara ladies. Nasara. Okay, Nasara ladies. Yes. So Kunkwa ladies. So Nasara ladies up against Kunkwa. Tamale super ladies. FC Young Queens. So that's um we move on from the northern to Bon Ahafo region. FC Young Queens. Boga. Yes. FC Young Queens from Boga would come up against their opponent in the northern region, just for proximity's sake. Now we move on to the Brown Ahafo region, which have 6 clubs. Brown Ahafo 6. So it means we will have an even pairing over there, and nobody will be moving from that region to another region. Kintampo Falls Ladies. The first team drawn is Kintampo Falls Ladies. Coming up against Doma Candy Soccer. Doma Candy Soccer. Prisons Ladies. Our 2017 champions. Prisons Ladies. Ampem Dakua Ladies. We had this in March week 1 in the Premier League. Ampem Dakua went to the Coronation Park and it was a 2-0 defeat for Prisons. But hey, FA Cup, as our slogan goes, nobody knows what's going to happen. We only wait. Fosu Royal. Fosu Royal Ladies. Fosu Royal Ladies. Coming up against Japan Ladies FC. So we have an even pairing in the Brown Ahafo region. The pairing for that region is done. We move on to the Ashanti region, and we have 8 clubs competing at this round, the round of 64, 8 clubs from the Ashanti region. And the Ashanti region will end the draw for the northern zone. Yes, that's Dynamite Ladies. Dynamite Ladies. I'm just hoping they don't draw their mother club. Ashtown Ladies. They are coming up against Ashtown Ladies. Unfortunately, we missed them last season from the Women's Premier League. They are in relegation, hoping they come back stronger. Fabulous Ladies. Another strong side who unfortunately went to relegation as well. Coming up against Kumasi Sports Academy. Fabulous Kumasi Sports Academy. It will be a match to be watched. Not easy. Supreme Ladies. Supreme Ladies. Supreme Ladies. They are pairing with MH United Ladies FC. MH United Ladies. So that's it ends the draw for the Northern Zone. Our madam will kindly help us pack the papers and everything into the Northern envelope, and then we can move on to the Southern Zone and take care of business. So just to put a quick reminder across, this is the live draw for the 2024-2025 Women's FA Cup, and 64 teams are being drawn across the northern and the southern zone to make sure we have the competition rolling for this season. Last season, we came very close with the lower tier side, Epiphany, getting into the semi-final. And this season, we don't know how far our lower tier clubs are going to go. Epiphany, after that performance, have moved into the Premier League. So let's see who is going to hold the fort for our lower tier side. And then Army Ladies are also our current holders. Now we are moving on to the Southern Zone. We are moving on to the Southern Zone. Fact. Sorry. Let's see. Nana Efia could be ampim. Yeah. Yeah. Fact. Sorry. Dreams, ladies. Yeah. Thank you. Now we move on to the southern zone. The southern zone, we're starting with Western, Western region. In the Western region, we have 6 clubs competing and they'll be playing against each other. Wisdom Ladies, our first draw. Blacko Soccer Academy. Our second draw in the Western region, we have Hazakes Ladies, the Do Ladies. Coming up against Samates Ladies, FC Samates Ladies. Leonard Ladies, Leonard Ladies. Coming up against Hasport. So that's it for the Western region. We are moving on to the Central region, who also have 6 clubs. Central, 6. The Central region also have 6 clubs. And in the Central region, we have clubs like Ali Royal, Socrates Maiden, Kesiwa, Mpanseman, Lady Strikers, and Soccer Intellectuals. Let's see how the pairing goes. Soccer Intellectuals, the first team to be drawn in the Central region. Let's see who they are coming up against. They are coming up against Kesiwa Ladies FC. Socrates Maiden FC. Coming up against Fancyman Royal. That game will be a sight to behold. Fancyman Royal play some nice football. Lady Strikers. Lady Strikers, a Premier League side. Lady Strikers. They are coming up against Ali Royals, and that marks the end of the draw for the Central region. We are now moving on to the Greater Accra region, and we have 13 teams in the Greater Accra region. 13 teams in the Greater Accra, meaning after the draw, there will be one left, and we would have to add another region to make it up. Okay, let's go. Let's see the first team in the Greater Accra region. Teshi Constant Ladies. Teshi Constant Ladies. Faith Ladies. They are coming against Faith Ladies, a Premier League side. The Oak FC, Accra House of Oaks female side in the Division 1. They are doing so well, being handled by Mercy Tegukwaku. Oak FC, the Oak FC. They will be playing against the Samba Ladies. The Samba Ladies. Obviously, they've been playing against each other and they know what is at stake. Halifax Queens. Halifax Queens. They qualified from the Southern Zone. They are playing against Immigration Ladies. Immigration Ladies. Jonina Ladies FC. Jonina Ladies FC. Coming up against FC Epiphany Warriors. A repeat of what we just witnessed in the Ghana Premier League. Let's see how it goes. Two Premier League side coming up. GRA Ladies. GRA Ladies. GRA. Yeah, GRA Ladies. Yeah, yeah. Coming up against Berry Ladies. The Berry Ladies. Berries are sweet, but we don't know what's happening to them. This season is like they are not seeing anything. First match, second match, nothing. Police Ladies. Our very first winners of this competition, 2016, Police Ladies. Coming up against Army Ladies. Wow. This one looks, yeah, it looks like a final. Yes, the final count. So just as we've explained from the beginning, we would have to add the Eastern region to the last club standing. Eastern region. Eastern region to the last club standing. And the Eastern region have three. So it will give us, you make even at the end of the draw. Yes, so you just Root Sisters. So many based Root Sisters. They did so well in the zonals but were unable to qualify. Capfix Ladies. Capfix Ladies in the Greater Accra region would have to travel to Somania for this round. Kotoku Rush Ladies. Coming up against Valued Girls, all in the Eastern region. Now we move on to our very last region, the Volta region, and we have four clubs. It also make even, and then our draw will be complete. They couldn't qualify, but they are in the FA Cup competing, and they are coming up against the last club in the region, that is Ketu Ladies.
Catch-ups. I
Yeah.
mean, no doubt you are looking at the giants in the respective regions and the way they have been paired. I mean, we can't forget Jonina versus Epiphany.
Okay,
Neither can we
let me
forget. So you want to start from
let me
the
let me do a quick run through the draw for the Southern Zone. We talk about it and then we look at the
sure.
Northern Zone. So for the Southern Zone, we have Wisdom Ladies against Blacko Soccer Academy, Hazakers, FC Samates, Leonard Lady. What do you make of our pairing?
Well, I think that based on the regional draws or draw-ups, it's going to be exciting and the rivalry will be there because obviously in the region, all of them are competing against each other or one another for a slot into the zonal championships. And so it will be, but if you look at the broader picture, so for instance, when you come to Greater Accra, you are looking at three interesting draws.
Yes.
A replay of the finals of last year's final, Police versus
Police
Army
Army.
Ladies. And then you are looking at Jonina and Epiphany. They've literally carried their rivalry in the regional Greater Accra Regional League into the Premier League.
Premier League, yeah.
And you remember 2 seasons ago, Epiphany beat Jonina to win the regional league. And then when they met at the zonal championships, it was something else.
Yeah.
Already they have clashed, and I mean, we all know the outcome. And so it's the rivalry that is going to continue. But whether one will win against the other. I don't know whether it will be straight or penalties, or because this one is a knockout. Once you lose, you are out of the competition. And
Yeah,
then also don't forget, I mean, you were talking about Infantiman
yeah, Infantiman
and
Royals. They are going to give it,
Socrates.
yes, and Socrates Maiden. This is Socrates Maidens, not the main Socrates that
No,
came
I
to the,
know. Not the
yeah,
Socrates. This one is the Maidens. And it looks like it's an offshoot of the Socrates. So they also play some. I have watched
very
them and
nice.
they play some very good football, just like the Infantiman lady. So it will be interesting to see how it ends up.
Okay. Now we move to the parents in the northern zone where Sunshining comes against Pongu, Wa Royal Ladies, Wa All Stars, Boga All Stars, Boga Sharp Arrows, Dagban Ladies, FC Savannah, Yo Ladies, Northern Ladies. Um, what do you make up of Northern Ladies and Yo Ladies? They've been rivals,
Yes. I
even
mean,
though one is in the main
yes.
division and
I
one is
mean,
in the
you realize that, especially in the northern region in particular, the rivalry is intense. And so Northern ladies and your ladies will be one game to watch. It's not going to be easy at all. But I haven't watched your ladies this season yet, so I don't know. But if whatever we know of Northern ladies is what we have to go by, it is going to be one hell of a fight.
Okay. To Tingli Kubungu Soccer Ladies, Amfani coming up against Bagabaga, Nasara Kunkua, Tamale Super Ladies,
But also that
FC Young
Nasara
Queens.
Kunkua is also
A tough
a
one.
tough one.
Yes. In the
Nasara
Northern Zone.
Kunkua is one tough game, and we shouldn't be surprised if they fight tooth and nail to get that slot.
Okay. Kintampo Falls Ladies versus Doma Candy Soccer, Prisons and Pimdakwa. Obviously the top liner in the zone.
Ah, it is. It is. I mean, rivals, and they are coincidentally they are also friends, and they are the at this moment you can say that they are the oldest.
In the zone. Okay. Fosu Royal Ladies, Jaban Ladies, Dynamite Ashtown. About them. It means we are strong. Underrate anybody. Dynamite will come against Ashtown. Fabulous Kumasi Sports Academy, also a tough one.
Very, very. Never, I mean, never mind that problem were restricted, but I think that public were I think
Okay.
they probably won't there forget problem were the best and
Yeah.
only
Yeah. The very last two in the zone, Supreme Ladies coming up against MH United Ladies and Nana Ifia Kubi Ampim against Dreams Ladies who are doing so well. Dreams are even leading the pack when it comes to the southern and the northern zone. Okay, thank you very much. And on this note, we would have to draw down the curtain on today's draw for the round of 64. My name is Matilda, and I had with me. Okay, so the run, yes, the round of 64 matches will be the weekend that we would play those matches will be announced later in our other communique because it's a bit conflicting with the Premier League. So we would announce it. We'll announce it just as our communique on the pairing comes out. It comes with the actual date so that our stakeholders all will take note of it and accordingly. So on this note, we would want to draw down the curtain and we say thank you very much for joining us for the draw for the round of 64. I'm Matilda. I had with me the chairperson of the Women's FA Cup Committee, Madame Korama Rosalind Amo, and then Kabuki Caesar from the GFA IT department. Until then, we'll see you for the draw for the round of 32. Thank you.